obviously you didn't know that you were going to launch at Veggiemates eventually. NFTs weren't really a thing. There was CryptoKitties at the time. But did you have some sort of inkling that Cardano was something that you were interested in? And back then in 2017, how did you tie that in to now building your project on that protocol?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, big Charles fan, and I was watching Cardano as it came out, and I aped in right when it came out, which, worked out pretty well because it was like 4.5 cents or something like that. The staking mechanisms, like I said, I'm a big fan of it, so I was just naturally drawn to it. And then I kept my eye out on it when it started having NFTs. But being from Ethereum, I was very skeptical about the whole send my money and hope they send me the asset like process. Because that's kind of how it was before we had marketplaces on Cardano. And even when the marketplaces came out, CNFT.io, that was the mechanism, was that you would send and then the seller would have the choice to complete the sale or reject it. Because it was
That's
all
What?
operating without smart
yeah,
contracts.
yeah.
So
Wow, I had no idea.
yeah, which actually really made the community that much stronger. And I know community is such a big word, but it literally wouldn't have functioned without people talking to each other because it wasn't automated out. So the process involved people pretty much like negotiating with each other. And we just, I don't know, once Cardano came out, like I said, we had our little text group. We put that text group together because we wanted to be early adopters in the Cardano NFT, the CNFT network, because we think there's so much potential there because they're building that blockchain the right way, like from the ground up structure first, looking for longevity. And that we're very into that.
Yeah, before we move on, Brian, I'd love to get your take on this as well. Did you have some kind of like leaning towards Cardano in those early days that now led you to build Veggiemates on Cardano?
Yeah, so I'm definitely not a maxi on any particular chain. I hold Ethereum. I love Ethereum. I love the layer twos like Matic and Harmony One. So it's not that I'm a maxi, but when I look at, okay, what's going to be a chain that's gonna proliferate, like in particularly a layer one, a couple check boxes are for me. How decentralized is it? And is it proof of stake? If it's those two things, then it has a good chance, right? And when you start looking at the top tokens, unfortunately, one of the ones that might have checked those boxes was Luna. So they're off the list. And Cardano just really stood out to me. And I have gotten into like dApps and DEXs and in the ecosystems. But it was Binance where I really learned about dApps because even though it's like very centralized, it was a very smooth experience. And so when I heard smart contracts were coming to Cardano, I became very bullish on it because I know that the way Charles is building it, he's about plan first, not act first, and it's one of those things people have been kind of calling it like a ghost chain or like, hinting that it's vaporware because it had no actual utility for a very long period of time. But it's being built and being actually a builder on Cardano, we're seeing it happen firsthand right now. And I really, really do think that Cardano's never been hacked. The network's never gone down. And Hydra is coming out, and what that means is Cardano is going to be scaling up to 100,000 to 1,000,000 transactions on a layer one solution, and so it just checks all the boxes for me. And it's not the only one that checks all the boxes, but I wouldn't say there's a lot on that list for me right now.